Today we're going to be talking about the Micro Epsilon LLT, which is the laser line triangulation scanner, line scanner. And as you can see, what this does is it projects a line down onto a surface, and then with that line we can do a bunch of things. So for example, I can look at edges, I can look at grooves, I can look at gaps. There's a wide range of things that I can do. So this is the tool. Now I'm going to go over and switch to the software. As far as the software goes, what you've got is you've got a bunch of different programs that I can put in here. So for example, if I had something I want to find the left edge in one, I'd find the right edge in the other, and then I could use the results combination to do a measurement or a subtraction between the two to find out the distance between that. So let's say you have a datum you find, and then you have another point that is a gap, an edge, a peak, some angle. You can find those and then find the distance between. So that's how you do the results combination. So if I did a surface and I wanted the deviation of surface, I can put here. I could do surface maximum. I could do angle over here and say the angle. And each one of these then would give me signals, and then I can then pick, hey, on program 1, X, and program 2, we can combine. So let's talk about the individual programs. And really, what I'm going to do is talk about gap. And when I use the gap here, what I'm doing is I've done a file, and I'm loading profiles out of a folder. I'm not connected right now to anything. So what this is it's giving me the X and Y, and I can do X and Y, or I can do the gap detection, which is the difference between the two. So this profile actually has 50 different lines, and if I hit play, it's going to be playing all 50 here. You can see the numbers here, and I could be filtering this if I wanted. I could do averaging, samples, do a bunch of things here, which I don't need to do. So this is moving back and forth. If I wanted to make an anchor point, I can anchor. You can see how this is coming out of range here. Let me go ahead and stop this. And physically, I could actually do reset the interest. In this case, I can anchor to a line and then have this whole thing move up and down. So once I've got my X and my distance, my X and Y, then what I can do is I can either combine the results or I can do a output. And here I can filter the output so that I've got, obviously if I'm running, I've got this output here. Right now I've got no output. So filter 1 might be, program 1 X distance, and my filter size is 3. So it's going to give me a mean filter of 3. Filter 2 might be, instead of the X, the Z distance, and let me make this guy, 7. So this is going to move a little slower than this guy. Then what I do here is I say, okay, I've got my pass and fail here. My signals for okay and no good. Right now it's 5 to 6 to 7. Looks like it's going up to 12. So I'm going to make this 8 and make this 10 and hit apply. So when this guy goes in between those numbers, you're going to see this guy go good, right? And so this is a way for you to get a digital output on our system. We also have user-defined outputs where you can set this up via Ethernet IP. You can set this at Profinet or some PLC. So if I go to my signals here, it tells me what signals are what. If I don't want this signal, I can say just give me this current value. So this software resides inside of this head, and once you set it up, you just get a digital output. So everything is happening inside this head. For more information, please feel free to contact Micro Epsilon. This is John Callahan at PTR Sales.